Hello, let's do the New York Times hard Sudoku for November 16th, 2025. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, we got 2, 4, and 7 here. The 2's already done there. We do have 2 2's here. What's a 2 in one of these two? The 4. Not seeing. Okay, this 4 looks in here, this 4 looks up. Crossing this 2, 6. It puts a 4 in one of these two. That points down along with this 4. This 4 looks in, placing the 4 here. These two 4s look in, this 4 looks down, putting a 4 in one of these two. All right, I think that's what we get for 4s for now. All right, so I got the 2 and the 4. How about the 7? The 7 looks down, this 7 looks in. Putting a 7 in one of these two, that crosses this 2, 9. Looking to see if there's another crossing, but only the 5 would do it, and we don't have that up here. All right, so the 7s point up, this 7 looks down, this 7 looks in, placing this 7. These two 7s look in, this 7 looks up, putting a 7 in one of these two. I've noticed, oh, sorry, I thought this row was down to 4. It's down to 5, so we're not going to worry about that yet. So I just got this 7, I believe. I think that's it for 7s. Actually, 7 in this box is one of these two. Mark that. All right, 2, 4, and 7. Actually, what we have here is the some good geometry. So we have the 4 and the 7 here, which means they can't go in these 3 cells. And then these are all filled with non-4 7s. So these are the only 2 places, the only 2 cells in this row that can be a 4 or a 7, meaning that one of them must be 4, the other must be 7. So that's a hidden pair. Now, what a hidden pair does is it removes anything else that could have been in there. Because one of these is a 4 and the other is a 7, there is no way that we can fit another digit into these 2 cells. Now, probably the easiest way in this case to see what was eliminated is to think about what's remaining for this row. So the row needs a 1. It has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It needs an 8 and a 9. So this can't be the 8 or the 9, so this is the 1. And now this can't be the 9, so that's the 8 and that's the 9. So we actually finished the row. So now we don't really have to follow up too much. We can just follow up on having placed these. The 2 1s look in. This one looks up, putting a 1 in one of these two. Vertically, I'm seeing this column's down to 3 digits. So we need a 3, 5, 6. This can't be the 5. That's all I see. All right. We also got the 8. The 2 8s look down, putting an 8 somewhere over here. And we got the 9. 9s are done there. Anything over here? Not that I'm seeing. The rest of this box is 3, 5, 6. Nothing really restricted there. All right, is there anything else I can get out of that? I don't think so. Let's look at this box then. So we have 1, 2, 3, 6. So anything. 1, 2, 3, 6. I am not seeing anything with these digits. Does anything look in that might be helpful? The 8 looks in. I guess just this box, these 2 8s buddy up. So I guess I missed the 8 buddying this way. So 8's in one of these two. I think I got distracted by seeing it vertically and I didn't check horizontally. This cell here is not a 4, 7, or 8. So what is it? It's not 1, 2, 3, 4. It could be a 5. It's not 6, 7, 8. It could be a 9. So we're down to 5, 9 only. These 2 cells are also down to at most 3 digits. So the box needs a, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We need a 5. We have 6. This can be 7. This can be 8. And they both can be 9. All right. So 5, 8, 9, 5, 7, 9, 5, 9. This can't be 5 or 9. In fact, yeah, the 5 or 9 are over here. So this cell is also limited since it can't be 1, 2, 3, 6 or 5, 9. So it could be a 4. I think it's, hold on, wait. 4. It's not 7. It could be 8. Is it just 4, 8? Yeah, because it also can't be the 7. So in addition to the 5, 9, it also can't be the 7. So it's down to just 4, 8. I was expecting 3 digits, so I was confused why I didn't get 3, but the 7 explains it. All right. This 7 looks, these 7s look into here, putting a 7 in one of these two. What does the 2 do? Anything? Yeah, so it crosses on this 5, 7, putting a 2 in one of these two. That points in here along with this 2. This 2 looks down, putting a 2 in one of these two. All right, anything else here? The 5 has a buddy. That places 5 in this box. So that can't be 5 anymore, placing 5 in the column. So none of these can be 5 anymore. And that means that 5 is in one of these two cells, for what it's worth. 3, 6. A lot of 3, 6s. All right. Where was I? The 5 here? Give us that 5. All right, and we have the 8. This 8 looks down, this 8 looks in. Places the 8 in this box. These two 8s look in. Putting an 8 down here somewhere. Does anything look through here? The 3 looks through this sort of tunnel, right? So it puts a 3 in one of these two, and that's going to point, telling us that these aren't 3. These two aren't 3 is what it tells us, but I'm looking at, I guess this this already couldn't be 3. This not being 3 is the new piece of information, which doesn't seem all that helpful. All right. So we know the 3 and the 7 are up here. I don't have another digit to add to that. 4 and 6. Let's see, 4 in this column though. So I was looking at this 4, 6 and how they still needed to be placed in the column, and I saw this cell couldn't be 4. So if we look, none of these cells are 4. So 4 ends up in one of these two. And that's going to point down with this 4. This 4 looks in, placing 4 in this box. Now these 4s look in, putting a 4 in one of these two. All right, so this box is down to 4 digits. We need a 2, 6, 8, 9. So we know these aren't 2. So these are 6, 8. Actually, the 9's placed. The 9 looks in, placing the 9. And so these are 2, 6, 8. This can't be 6 or 8, so this is only 2. And this can't be 8, so this is the 8 and this is the 6. All right, that's not an 8, so 2 places for 8 now. This row is also reduced to 4 digits. We need a 1, 3, 5, 7. First thing that caught my eye is that this and this can't be 7, but there's still 2 places. What did I say? 1, 3, 5, 7? This is 1, 3, 5. So is this. This can't be 1 or 5, so it's 3, 7. I think this can be any of 1, 3, 5, 7. Can't do anything with this information. This row is also down to 4. We need a 5, 6, 7, 8. This can't be 6 or 7, so this is 5, 8. This can't be 8, so this is 5, 6, 7. It's not a 7 either. I think this can be any of 5, 6, 7, 8. Wonderful. And so can this. All right. So what's next? I was kind of scanning. I think I haven't really even scanned past this top band. I just kind of had some divergences. These two cells, though, aren't the 4, 5, 6, 8, but they're also not the 3, 7. So they can be 1, 2, and they can be 9. All right, let's look at this band. So we have 7, 8, and 9 here. We have the 7s marked. The 8's marked. The 9. 9 looks in, putting a 9 in one of these two. So we know the 9 points. Okay, so this 9 looks in, this 9 looks in, and these 9s point in, putting a 9 in one of these two. Huh. I feel like something's going on in this box. We can at least look at this cell, because it's not a bunch of corner marks. So what can this be? It can't be... In fact, this whole column is down to 3. That's probably the thing to look at. We need a 3, 6, 7. So this is all of them. Oh, it's not a 7, sorry. This is not a 6, so it's 3, 7. I think this is all of them. Okay. So we know the 6 is in one of these two. That's going to claim. This is a triple as well, 1, 3, 9. This can't be the 9, so it's 1, 3. This is any of them. This is not a 1, so it's 3, 9. So we know the 9's here. Is there really nothing to do with this information? Ah, I have a 3, 6 pair here. That's handy. Removing 3 and 6 from the rest of the row, so that's not a 3. So if this is not 3 or 6, it already couldn't have been 3, 6, so that doesn't help us. So the only thing we did was eliminate 3 from here, which does not seem all that important. Huh. We know that this is 1, 4, 8, 9. It's not an 8, so this is 1, 4, 9. Okay. Yeah, the 8's over here. It feels like there's more to do up here, but I'm not seeing it. So why don't we just look at this next band? We already did this 7, 8, 9. How about the 4, 5, 7? You know what? Let's look at this 5, 7 against this column. So these three cells can't be 5, 7 because they're in the same box. This is marked as not 5, 7, and this cell sees a 5 and a 7 in the row. These obviously aren't either. So there's only 2 places in this column for 5, 7. So that's where the 5, 7 go. That's another hidden pair. So this cannot actually be a 9. So now 9's one of these two, I suppose. So what do we do with this 5, 7 hidden pair? Good question. The rest of the column is quite a bit. Maybe, let's see. So this cell, we eliminated the 6 and the 8 is what we did. Does that affect this box? For the 6, it does. Yeah, this 6 looks in, this 6 looks down, and this can't be 6 anymore. And so 6 is in one of these two, and that creates a hidden pair because the corner marks are telling us one of these is 2 and the other is 6. So that's another hidden pair. And the 2, 6 pair does eliminate 2 and 6 from the rest of the row. So that's a 3, that's a 6. That can't be 3. 8 goes in one of these two in this box. That means that's not an 8. There must be more with this. All right, we have a 2, 6 pair. So the rest of this row is a triple. Looks like it's 1, 4, 8. So, I mean, I'm just seeing the right one's not a 4, the left one's not an 8. So 1, 4, 1, 4, 8, and 1, 8. Huh. Feels like there should be more. This cell is 1, 3, 5, 7 still. 5, 6, 7, 8 still. Look at all these bi values that we have that just aren't relating. All right. There's probably something simple to find that I haven't that'll help out. I was on this 4, 5, 7. That's where I found the hidden 5, 7. So anything horizontally with these. We do have 2 5s here. So 5 ends up in one of these two. This whole column is done. Is this cell limited enough? Let's find out. It could be a 1. It can't be 2. I'm just looking at the corner marks. It could be 3. It can't be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's down to 1, 3. And that is a 1, 3 pair. Let me just double check. It's not 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, yeah. 1, 3 pair in the row. Means this can't be 3, so it must be 7. So that can't be a 7, leaving a 3, 6 pair behind, meaning that can't be 3. So that's a 9, that's a 1, 4, and 7. We get the 5, 7, 4, 8, 9. That's our 8. The 5 looking down places 5 in the box. We also get the 8, 1, 3, 7 resolved, all but the 2, 6 hidden pair. We get our 6 down here, the 7 to finish the row. We get our 4 and 8. This is 1, 5 now. That's not 4, so it places the 4 in the box. Oops, if I can click the right thing. People ask me how I switch modes so quickly. Honestly, I move the mouse over there and I click it. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just very precise and quick with my mouse. All right, anyway, 3 and 1. That's a 3 and a 6. That's a 6 and a 3. 3 is emitting confetti. That's 5 and 1. That's 5 and 2. That cannot be a 2. So we have 1, 2, 9 here, not 1 or 9. So that's 2. All right. This digit here is a 9. That's 1 and 9. We're just finishing now. Here's our 6, 2 and 6. Last digit in this box is a 3. The 1 goes here, the 2 goes here, and the 3 goes there. All right. Cool. Interesting puzzle. We had quite a few hiddens in this puzzle, and then also really nice use of geometry twice, which was nice to see. We had the 5, 7 later in the puzzle. What was the geometry earlier? I honestly can't remember. Did it have to do with the 4 and the 7 or something? I don't remember. Anyway, I found it early on. All right, cool. Well, let me know how you did, and if you enjoyed this, why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.